All right, I've been waiting for like a week to go through this. I've been so excited, but I haven't had the time to clear off my table. But this has got to be one of the best Goodwill hauls I've got in a long time, and probably one of the best Goodwill hauls I've had ever, considering they don't do a lot of stuff like this, where it's big bulk in bin. They usually ship that off to their online centers and either auction it off or do it in their bulk boxes. So it's really hard to find actual really good bins of raw Lego, and for the, you know, sometimes they have really mispriced stuff. Like this was $50 for this bin and $40 for this bag, which most of the time isn't great because it's very crappy, like in my opinion, just very basic blocks and stuff. But these, I mean, you can see there's sets, there's basically, I'll take you a closer look, but there is minifigures galore, and after my discounts, I only paid $71.18 for all of it. So I don't even know which one I want to get into first, but this one seems right because it's smaller. But I mean, just a little sneak peek. There is a Ninjago General Snake, some Chima stuff. That is a Sith Trooper, old school Sith Trooper anyway, helmet. There's I can only imagine what's going to be in here, considering it was only $50, and I can't remember how much that specific Snake General is, but also we got a big fig. And then on top of that, we've got this one, which was a $40 bag, which had more built sets, but still, I dropped a piece out of there. But it had tons, as you can see, of minifigures and minifigure parts, including Star Wars. So without any more holding you guys up, let's just dig right into this one. This is the $40 one, so we've got anybody in there? Yep, so there's a dude in there. And looks like maybe a Spider-Man or a DC, some sort of superhero set. I'm gonna guess Indiana Jones or something like that, maybe. Not 100% sure. And this is, I would guess, Ninjago or Nexo Knights, probably Ninjago. All right, we got a, can't remember his name, Borg something. Ninjago motorcycle, lots of Ninjago, obviously. We got a pretty good Ninjago setup going here. Ooh, one of the staffs. Oh, cool. A power miner guy. Nom nom nom. Not sure what that's from, but kind of an old school car slash automobile. All right, interesting. We got an Emmett. All right, we got an R2-D2. Solid, solid. 2 large base plates. That's nice. Captain Jack Sparrow. It's one of the ones I saw from the outside and was like, oh, this is a good box. We've got a skeleton. I'm not sure what this skeleton's from. Could be Ninjago, but I'm not 100% sure. They kind of have all sorts of different skeletons these days. A J, random bad guy. A Superman. Hopefully his hair is in there somewhere. We've got a Kai. Most of these Ninjago figures look like they're pretty much together as well. Like they're not mismatched like they normally are. Okay. We've got, I thought it was fake for a second, an Iron Man, Tony Stark. I think I saw the helmet in there somewhere. I can't remember who this is, but I think it's from, pretty sure it's Ninjago, could be Nexo Knights. Now I really can't remember. The William Turner or something like that from Pirates of the Caribbean. We've got Wonder Woman. Oh, this is from the Iron Man set. It's the, what's his name? Can't remember his name right now. It's escaping me. I should know it, but it's gone. We got an old school Star Corps Trooper helmet. Was Zane. Is this another one? I thought I already got him out of here. Oh no, there's 2. We got 2 power miner. I think that's from Indiana Jones. I can't remember what this is from. Here's another one that I saw in there that I was like, ooh, it's gonna be worth it. We got a Commander Gree. Oh, we've got a Hawkeye. Heck yeah. And this is also from Indiana Jones. Can't remember the character name off the top of my head. And then again, I think this is another Indiana Jones minifigure. So people ask me all the time, like, do you get this? Do you get that? It's like, yeah, when I find it in a haul like this. So random dude, Ninjago Stone Army, I think is what those guys are called. Got a Spider-Man, not bad. Super Secret Police, I think, from what this is like Lego movie. All right, recap of that first bag. We've got the kind of the bulk left over, kind of some, not a lot of stuff that's together, maybe a few little accessory pieces here and there. But other than that, we got the minifigures, we've got the other accessories, and then all the sets that were half complete. I don't even want to call them mostly complete because half of them probably are missing a ton of stuff. But I would say just in minifigures, that was $40 with 20% off, so almost $8 off. It's only $32 for all these minifigures, all these partial sets, and then a little bit of extra that was left over. And then we still haven't even gone through the $50 bin. So this is literally just taped over because they didn't have a lid. So we're gonna kind of cut right into the tape, which is, as you can see, kind of a problematic with Lego because half of them are, there's so many that are stuck to the top, and it's like, you know, nothing's too important, I'm sure, but I don't want to lose them all. Okay, let's go all the way around the edge. That'll probably work best. Take our sheet of tape off. Yeah. What is this thing? It's Lego. Oh my gosh, it looks so cool though. It's gotta be Ninjago, right? I guess we'll find out. And then let's go for that big figure that I was showing earlier. Wow, he must have a helmet somewhere because that's one tiny head and a very large body. So this is a huge score. I want to say this is like an easily $15 to $20 snake. Ooh, we got a Mr. Freeze, no helmet. So I'm guessing all the accessories are going to be scattered about, but we've got Ninjroids galore, all sorts. I'm sure all the different variants. But this has tons of minifigures. We'll just start going through them. We got another Iron Man. I think back in this, I missed. There should be an Iron Man mask in here. I saw it. Aha! See, this was from the last part of it. I got this Iron Man helmet that I realized has the blue eyes, which are fairly rare. I don't know if it goes to the armor that I got out of this one, but if it does, all the better. But that mask alone is pretty rare. I just remembered that was supposed to be in that haul. Oh, this is from a CMF, I believe. Ooh, this is the big beefy Ninjroid. I can't remember, he has like a name, I think, but now I can't remember it. I've looked him up before. Kai and Zane, or Cole, I think. I think Cole is the dark one. Oh, we've got the Arctic Batman. He's got a kind of a goofed up cape. Arctic Batman, nonetheless. Oh, we've got the Mr. Freeze covering. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot in here. Chima, ooh, we got Clone Wars. Where's the Star Wars? Okay, Batman really wanted a, like, freezy arm here. We got a Batman. We got a Lloyd. Not sure if all those pieces are correct, but it looks pretty good. Ooh, we got a Ophi. Found her helmet in the other bag, so many times I find Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, and for some reason, they make really good fake, whatever company makes a certain brand of fake Lego, they make a really good fake TMNT minifigure because they'll make them pretty high quality and I'll be, oh cool, and then I'll start to take them apart and realize that all the branding isn't there. But this is a full, looks like complete TMNT figure, excellent condition, and it's real. So that is a huge score. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is extremely rare, especially in good condition like that, because if anyone did buy it back then, it was usually younger kids and they, you know, played with them and beat the crap out of them, twisted their heads on and off a million times. So that's why they have loose parts and all that. Ooh, Republic Trooper, let's go. Ooh, we got a Golden Ninja. I see a Golden Ninja. Let's go. I don't know if he's supposed to have any, like, armor or anything, but he's got his cowl or his headpiece. Is this a Garmadon? I think that's a Garmadon. There is a lot of minifigure parts. I'm barely even scratching the surface, it feels like, and I'm finding, you know, whole figures. Here's a Alien Conquest head. At least I think that's Alien Conquest. Sometimes I get all the alien themes mixed up. We've got some more Chima and miscellaneous. And there's just tons and tons. Oh boy! I think that's the wrong head, or the wrong body, buddy. But more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle parts. That's a win. And then another, what is that, a Zane? Now these are both from Star Wars sets, I'm almost positive. So I've got pretty much everything off the top. Ooh, we got a little Aquaman action here. But I've got everything off the top, so I think I'm gonna give it a dump and then go from the bottom. Oh, all the instructions are at the bottom. Nice. And we got a V-Wing sitting right at the bottom. Wow, they're actually pretty good condition too. Like they're preserved. And it also gives me an idea if I want to try to go through and actually look for any of these sets that are in here and piece them together. Jeez, a lot of sets that I knew were in here based off the figures. Oh, I did actually see a wing to this, so. Oh, that thing goes to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, okay. I have no idea what he's called. But he needs 2 arms and like some head spike things, okay. Ooh, Headhunter? I think that's what this is. I was right, because it's this set. I hope the figures to this set are in here. Oh my! Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, there was a lot of sets in here. Jeez Louise. I mean, potentially in here. I found a lot of this. I found the remnants of a lot of that so far. So I can only imagine I'll find more. Okay, so I have spotted a few interesting things. First of which is the helmet / headpiece to this fine gentleman here. And then I noticed, I think that might be a Trevor Coleman body. Where's, oh, there he is. Let's say, I know I have him, I just don't know where I have him. Yeah, we've got a Coleman in here, guys. That's a rare fig. We've got to find that headpiece. So, it's pretty slim pickings from here. What I'm gonna do is cut to basic, I'm gonna do all the fine sorting, and then I'll cut to the end where I've got basically, hopefully, anything that goes to the figures together, and we'll go right to that. So I'll see you in a minute. So here is everything, and I looked through this pile about 2 or 3 good times because there was one specific figure you'll see here that I was dead set on finding her headpiece, which is Stas Ali, which I could not find for the life of me. So hopefully maybe I'll catch it before I put all these away. But otherwise, like I said, I looked through this thing like 3 times to try to find accessories. Just like I even found Mundy's headpiece. I found Coleman Trevor's head. I found a whole Django, but I could not find her headpiece or her headdress, whatever you want to call it technically. So she's a really rare figure. These are really rare figures. Could not find anything else to the 501st. No helmets, no other bodies, no nothing. So that's all I found there. But I did find this guy's headpiece or helmet, whatever you want to call it. And then we've got I just got to find him a dark blue arm and a bluish gray hand. But complete Snake General, and then we got a couple of Iron Mans. I think these are the same ones. I'll have to make sure they're correct. I haven't seen them recently, and I don't keep up with all the Iron Mans. And then we've got a Commander Gree, which is also another fairly rare figure. I think he runs around $8 or $9. And then from there, it's just a lot of Ninjago, and then whether these are complete, obviously these are probably like wrong hair or missing a shoulder, something like that. I'm sure they're missing something. But then we even got an, what is that, Ara Singh, I think is her name. I found her hairpiece, which is actually the piece you usually never find. You usually find her head attached to her body with her legs, and then you're left wondering where the hairpiece is, but I actually found the hairpiece. That's actually kind of a bonus. And then as you can see, I found a Embo. I don't know if it's like a helmet or a hat, whatever that's considered. His headpiece, essentially. Couldn't find anything else from him, as well as the Ninja Turtles. I was able to find this dude, both of his arms, and then all of his little tendril. I don't know what those are technically supposed to be. Okay, so like you've seen me do in some of my other videos, I'm going to go through BrickLink and show you guys at least... I'm not going to go through every single figure that I got here, but I'm going to go through a majority of them, especially the ones that are easy to look up and definitely complete. That way I can get at least a rough estimate on what the value of what's complete is worth, and that won't even include loose items like, you know, like the Embo helmet thing, things that like I'm not going to be able to list as a complete figure. Those things are still worth money, but just for the sake of finding the value of this haul, I'm only going to go through the meat and potatoes, quote unquote. I'm not going to go through every single piece, you know. Anything that was complete or mostly complete, or that I think that I'll be able to complete with parts that I have on hand, I'll find the value for those. First up, we've got this Captain Jack Sparrow figure. He's worth around $350. All right, next up is Spider Bites, I guess is his name. And he's about $360 on average, $620 on the new end. I actually was expecting him to be worth a little bit more, not gonna lie. Next up, we got the Kai Mundi, and he is worth on average of, a little bit more than I thought, because I think this is the older version, so he's a little bit more rare because his print is different. And he's worth $550 on average, $860 on the new side. All right, next up we got Rafael with armor, and he is worth a $430 used and then $877 new, dang. All right, next we got the Republic Trooper, and I had to find a head for him, so I found the one, because there's two different variants. There's one here with the cheek lines and a different one. But this one in particular is worth about $350 on average, 6 new. Obviously mine's used, but in pretty good condition. So I've actually got 2 of these Sith Troopers, and they are $382 on average. Next one I'm gonna look up. I'm kind of doing these in really random order if you didn't notice. We got $252 for the Man Bat in used condition. I knew this was a good Iron Man, and I've got 2 of them in this lot. It's the Iron Man Mark 17 Heartbreaker, and on average, $1548. That is insane. I still can't believe I ended up finding a Django Fett complete in there. Because he is worth even more. $2146 on average used. I'm not really gonna count her because I couldn't find her headpiece, but this is why I wanted to find it so bad, is because she's another amazing rare Jedi figure, 1703 on average. All right, then we're gonna go right over to Commander Gree, and he is worth $701 on average, all the way up to about 12 bucks on the max this month, but overall in the last 6 months he went for 15 even. Here we go. This haul is just actually insane, which is why I'm not gonna go through all the minifigures here and price them all out. Is because just in the minifigures I've shown you so far, I've far surpassed what I've paid for the haul. So just going into Coleman Trevor, he is a total of $24.82 on average. On average, guys. So look, the max was $35.96, and looks like that was actually this month. He actually sold twice for that amount, once locally, or not locally, but once in the US and then once outside of the US. That's what that squiggly line means. All right, now this Jedi is not worth as much, but it's another Jedi nonetheless. $332. All right, next up we got Scales, and maybe he's a little less than I thought. It's some of the, okay, he's decent. $12.23 average. Some of the Snake Generals are higher, up closer in the 20s, 25s, but still for Scales here, $12.23 is really great. The Mandarin was his name. I could never remember for some reason, because he's a cooler, I think he's a much cooler character in the comics, but in the movie he was terrible. So $212 on average. All right, next we've got Mungus, and he's from Legends of Chima, which is why I didn't really recognize him, but he is a big figure, so he's actually got some value to him. Look at that, $13.76 all the way up to like $17, $18, $19 this month used. Next up, we got Will Turner, and I guess this is the only version of him, which I thought would make him worth a little bit more, which I guess $7 on average is still pretty good, but I thought it'd be a little more. We got the Glaciator rock monster, worth about, wow, $322. The Boulderrax. $335, right around the same. All right, I knew this was from a CMF. It's just a vampire bat from, what, Series 8, and about $432 on average, not too bad. All right, we got our Aquaman here. I think this is one of the more basic ones out there. He's only $270 on average. Then we got Superman here. Again, I think this is one of the more basic ones, but still, $411 on average. And then we've got the most basic Spider-Man on the planet, but that's okay. Still $1.68 on average. All right, then we got Hawkeye, and he is $250 on average. Now this is the last one I'm gonna look up. I have plenty more of Ninjago and other things, but I wanna say most of those probably aren't complete or they have the wrong parts. So ending off with an average of $365 for Mr. Freeze. So here I've got a list together on Excel that's just a list of how much the averages were as I was looking them up. So that way we can get a grand total of $186.74, just on average, just on the figures I looked up. So that doesn't include the figures I didn't look up. That doesn't include
the miscellaneous parts that I could still add, like the Embo hat. There was some clone trooper helmets and stuff like that that didn't go to any figures, so that way I couldn't really, you know, list them as a whole figure. So it doesn't even include any of the loose parts. And then there's all of the bulk that's in there. You know, that's a ton of partially built sets, stuff that I really don't want to go back and build because it would be very time consuming. Yes, the sets are great, but the time that I would have to invest into it to get the value out of the exact set that I'm resurrecting, it would almost be better just to sell all the bulk, you know, and then not spend all that time parting it out and part checking all those sets and just buying the set that I would really want. So it's really just a matter of how much time you have and how you want to spend it. You know, anyone, you know, if you have 20 hours free every week and you've got nothing else to burn it on, you know, by all means, I would say go into that bin and start building out some of those really cool sets. But for me, where I'm making content, I'm doing all sorts of other things, that would take me at least several hours to sort through and even get a few of the sets built out of. So just from the minifigures in here alone, I am extremely happy. And again, this is not a typical, I don't know if I said this earlier, this is not a typical Goodwill Lego haul. This is not something you're gonna walk into every other Goodwill and just be racking up on the Lego. I've never found a bulk haul like this at Lego. At Goodwill. But I've found, one time I found a really old vintage set at Goodwill that ended up being worth a lot more than I paid for it. But it's because they sell stuff online now. And it's hard to go into stores and just find a huge tub plus a huge bag with anything more than just basic bricks. It's really tough. So other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, got some value out of it, and then also maybe some motivation to get out there and go to your local thrift shops, Goodwills. Remember to go to places like Savers. There's plenty of other mom and pop thrift shops that are out there as well. So check your local, your local map and see what's going on out there. Just Google thrift shop. So I will see you guys next time with another amazing Lego haul. As always, have a great day.